Well, I think there's a number of reasons. I think this is basically a life sentence for Mr. Lawlor. I think based on his age now and when he'd be eligible for release, 45 years to serve on a murder, he's going to have to serve every single day. And I think that will bring him to about his 90th birthday. So I think that we didn't really see much of a point in going forward with a trial when basically he's accepting what I believe to be a life sentence today.
Were his claims of mental issues any factor whatsoever?
You'd have to ask that of his defense counsel. Those are defense decisions. I was never presented with any mental health report, so that's something that would have to be asked of them.
How long of a negotiation was it to come to these terms?
Well, I think those types of discussions have been ongoing almost since the beginning of the case, and it's always a matter of figuring out what the defense may be, what the state's evidence is, and then sharing that between the parties. I think we did that, and this is what both the defense counsel and I believe to be a reasonable disposition based on all of those factors.
45 to serve means he's got to do 45.
Correct. 45 years based on the sentencing guidelines. There is no good time credits for murder in the state of Connecticut, so he has to serve that entire murder sentence.
In terms of the Alford doctrine, can you, the judge explained it in there, but can you explain it for our cameras? He was pleading guilty to the attempted murder of Mrs. Jackson.
Yes, an Alford plea basically just means that the person pleads guilty and accepts a finding of guilty, but the individual does not agree with all of the facts as laid out by the prosecutor during the factual recitation that underlies the plea. And the judge then explains to them that they always have the option of going to trial, but they'd rather plead guilty rather than face a potentially more severe sentence on that charge if they were to go to trial and lose.
What has the family told you about them either wanting or not wanting to go to trial?
I think that those are conversations that are between us. I believe I did state on the record that the family was in general agreement with the parameters of this sentence, and I leave it at that.
Before we go any further, Mrs. Jackson, would you mind just telling us how you're doing?